name is Mindy Weinstein, and I'm the CEO of Market MindShift. We are a digital marketing agency that bases everything in psychology and technology.
And how have you enjoyed Digital Summit LA so far?
So far, I love all the Digital Summit events that I've been to, and the LA one has been no different.
Mindy, how has SEO changed with the advent of AI technology?
Yeah, so it's a really great question about how has SEO evolved with AI. It's interesting because there's a lot of factors within SEO that have remained consistent and they're fundamental in terms of still trying to understand who you're trying to reach when you're doing SEO, which means what are those keywords that you need to think about, the topics, the content, to really is it a good user experience with page speed and all of that. Those things matter a lot with AI search, but they have mattered before too. Where we've seen a shift is just making sure that we're thinking about the holistic experience, that we have the right content to show up, different content formats and the different types of AI searches.
Mindy, how important are I'll call them the legacy factors like backlinks and on-page elements? Is that still important?
Yeah, no, so great question. And it's interesting because I just presented on this. So backlinks still are important, but really from a matter of are we getting our message out there? So I like to think of backlinks in terms of more public relations, so PR. So are we in the media? Are we sharing our expertise? Do we have content we're producing like guides or research? Well, those are going to naturally get links. Plus we get featured. And so to me, that's really where we're at. And then on-page optimization, I mean, yeah, how are you going to show up in AI searches if you haven't really thought intentionally about what's on your page itself? It's not a checklist like do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 and you're done with your on-page. It's who are we trying to reach? Do we have the right content there? Are we placing it in the right way? Are we wording things correctly? So it does matter. It's just very much, again, to me, it's just a lot of fundamentals still.
And that kind of flows into my next question. I know you're also speaking about content strategy. What's the most important points to keep in mind when you're trying to develop a content strategy in this age of AI search?
Yeah, so it's interesting when it comes to content is you're thinking about overall like your topics or your themes, you can think of it that way. And so you're trying to figure out from a broader perspective, what should we be creating that makes sense for our audience and our website? And then from there, breaking it out and getting specific. So it could be questions you're answering. It could be content in the format of videos, of audio, of visuals, or just the written word itself. And so you really need to focus on those things. And again, that goes back to the holistic experience and showing up in AI search.
Mindy, what are some of the key psychological principles to trying to boost engagement and conversions these days?
Yeah. So a lot of it are the things you have to do ahead of time. So figuring out what is the intent of the searcher. So if they're searching for whatever it is, XYZ, they end up on our website or they end up watching our video on YouTube. Did what we created match their intent? So that's still psychology because we're trying to understand their needs, their wants, really what's underneath. But then even the type of wording that you're using once someone is there. Is it wording that prompts action, urgency? Is it really highlighting their pain points and showing you have the solution? So you have to think about things that way too.
Awesome. Well, it was great to talk to you, and thanks so much for spending some time with us.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Mindy.